Hi guys, Ali in Taiwan here. So this is my first official motovlog with my pivot cam camera, which I love, by the way. It has all, it lost all the inconveniences that the other one had. It's comfortable. I can actually put my helmet on and off while the camera is on my head. I can actually start and stop and basically control it while the helmet is on and things like that. So it's just wonderful. Anyway, so I want to talk to you. I want to continue the story, guys, what I started a long time ago. Last time we were at the place with the Hungarian guys, small little place, and shared a room and things like that. So I wanted to get out of there, and I applied for something. There was a place called TAIAC. It's like a Taiwan International Youth Activity Center. It performed basically. It served like a youth center, youth hostel for international students, and it was pretty cheap. But you had to apply because there were limited number of rooms. So after a while, I was with the Hungarians. I suddenly got accepted there. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And I got in, I got into a room that I had to share with somebody. The cost was actually very low, like 100, maybe 130 US dollars a month, something like that. So it's very, very low. Okay. I'm still checking actually how this thing works. I hope that the camera is not picking up the top of my helmet. So anyway, I moved in and I got a roommate from Guatemala. His name was Abraham, and he was like 16, maybe 17 years old. Now, he was in Taiwan with the Air Force. They were actually sending the people from, Guatemalan army or something like that, sent people over to Taiwan to learn and basically train as Air Force pilots. And this guy was there. He had also a friend, I don't remember his name, and they were always in the room. Now, what you need to know is this guy was about 16, 17. He wasn't too good looking. He wasn't bad looking, but he was a little bit chubby, but a very nice guy. And he was like a screwing machine, okay? He came home, well, first of all, when it was pub time, like weekends and stuff like that, he would go to a pub. And in the morning he would tell me, well, he went to the pub, he picked up a girl at about midnight, he went to her place, had some fun with her, left the girl in the bed, went back to the pub, picked up another girl, and just like brushing your teeth, go to the pub, pick up a girl, screw her, repeat. That's what he did like 3 or 4 times a night, and then he came home happy. The other thing what is very interesting about this guy, well, not even about his guy, but his friend. His friend, who was staying with us quite a lot, he actually deserted that training program. In other words, he deserted the army in Taiwan. Now, you have to be a freaking genius to do that you desert an army and you are basically searched for. I mean, there were actually people showing up at my place looking for him, but they could never find him. He was not there at that time. You have to be a genius to desert an army in a small island. I mean, come on, where can you go? If you desert an army in the States, you can go thousands of miles in each direction, you can hide for 20 years. In Taiwan, you are in a small island. I have no idea if they caught him finally or not, but it's just a genius, right? Now, one more thing about these guys, because this is gonna concluding my story. We shared a room, right? This guy, Abraham, had a TV in there, which is okay, which is good. But they came home sometimes at 3, 4 o'clock at night, okay? And they came home from the a pub, which means that they were practically deaf. They were talking to each other, which was more like shouting, and turned on the TV, and they were talking in Spanish. I didn't speak any Spanish at that time. I don't speak even now, but once I couldn't stand it and I had to sit up, because what I heard was this: puta, 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 mierda, mierda, puta, puta, mierda. There was these two words, puta and mierda, was repeated like 100 times. And I asked him, I sit up at like 4 o'clock at night, and I said, okay guys, stop for a second. What is puta? Puta means bitch. Okay. What is mierda? Mierda means shit. Okay, so puta mierda means bitch is shit. Alright. And I went back and slept. What can I do? But that's the first two words that I learned in Spanish, and honestly I haven't learned too much more since then. But at least I know them. You know, it's very important words, right? So well, that's my story about these guys. I actually love them dearly because they were very nice guys, and they were friendly and very nice to hang out with. But it was always exciting to see whether, you know, there gonna be somebody, you know, coming up to my door and, you know, trying to find this guy who deserted the army. So anyway, I got to the 7-Eleven, so I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's not empty. But anyway, I talk to you guys later. Bye bye.